My name is Harold. I turned 90 last winter. People always ask me, what's the secret to living so long? I usually smile and say, keep breathing. But that's not the real answer. The real answer is, you don't just live long, you outlive things. And sometimes that's the hardest part. When I was 20, I thought life was about speed. Faster car, faster success, faster love. I had strong legs, loud laughter, and a head full of plans. I fell in love at 23. Her name was Margaret. She had the kind of smile that made you forget what you were saying. We didn't have much money, but we had big dreams. We rented a tiny apartment with thin walls and shared a single old heater in winter. And somehow, those were the warmest years of my life. At 30, I was too busy building a career. I worked long hours, told myself I was doing it for the family. Missed birthdays, missed dinners, missed small moments. I thought there would always be more time. That's the first thing I lost. Time with my children when they were small. You never get those years back. Not with money, not with regret. At 41, my father died. I remember standing at his funeral thinking, I'll call Mom more often. I didn't. Life got busy again. Meetings, deadlines, bills. I assumed she would always be there. She wasn't. That's the second thing I lost. The chance to sit longer with the people who raised me. At 52, I finally slowed down. I started taking Margaret out to dinner again. We would sit in silence sometimes, just holding hands. That kind of silence isn't empty, it's full. At 60, I retired. I thought, now the real life begins. But life doesn't wait for retirement. It happens while you're planning it. At 67, Margaret got sick. Cancer. The word still feels heavy in my mouth. For 2 years, I watched the strongest woman I ever knew fight a battle she didn't deserve. I held her hand in hospital rooms. I slept in uncomfortable chairs. I told her she was beautiful even when she couldn't see it. The night she passed, I whispered, "You can rest now." And the house has never sounded the same since. That's the biggest thing I lost. My partner, my best friend, my witness. Because that's what a spouse becomes. Someone who witnesses your entire life. When she left, half my memories felt quieter. People think losing someone at 69 is easier than losing them young. It's not. You just have more memories to carry. At 75, many of my friends were gone. Funerals became more common than weddings. Phone calls became shorter. My world got smaller. That's something no one tells you about old age. You don't just lose people. You lose noise. You lose invitations. You lose relevance. Young people stop asking your opinion. They assume you're outdated, invisible. That's another thing I lost. Being needed. At 82, I stopped driving. My eyesight faded. Handed over my car keys. It felt like handing over independence. Suddenly, I had to ask for rides, ask for help, ask for things I once did alone. Pride becomes heavy when you can't carry yourself the same way. Now, I'm 90. My hands shake when I hold a cup of tea. My hearing isn't what it used to be. I walk slower, think slower, but I feel deeper. And here's what I've learned about loss. Loss is not just about death. It's about moments you didn't fully live. It's about words you didn't say. It's about hugs you rushed. It's about thinking love would always be waiting. If I could speak to my 30-year-old self, I'd say, go home earlier. Sit on the floor and play with your kids. Listen when your wife talks about her day. Call your mother even when you're tired. Take more photos. not of things, of people. Because at 90, you don't miss money, you don't miss promotions, you don't miss the bigger house. You miss laughter in the kitchen, you miss footsteps in the hallway, you miss someone saying your name with love. I sit by my window every evening. The sun sets slower now, or maybe I just notice it more. Sometimes I talk to Margaret. I tell her about the grandchildren, about the garden, about how quiet the nights are, and in that quiet, I understand something. Longevity is a gift, but love is the treasure. And if you don't protect it while you have it, you'll spend your later years wishing you had. Here is my lesson for you. Don't wait until you are 90 to realize what matters. Success is replaceable. Time is not. People are not. If someone you love is still alive today, call them, sit with them, forgive them. Because one day you will look around your house and the silence will answer back. I am 90 years old. I have lost friends, parents, my wife, my strength, but I haven't lost gratitude, and that is what keeps me alive. So if you're young and listening to me, slow down. Life is not a race. It's a collection of moments, and one day those moments will be all you have left. If this story touched your heart, remember, love loudly, apologize quickly, forgive often, and never assume there will be more time. Because from where I'm sitting, time is the one thing you never win against.